Morning, hi, this is Travis from the National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Friday, January 31st. We do have high pressure ridging over us today, minimal impacts. That high pressure ridging will break down a little bit. We'll have some light snow move through that high pressure northwest flow. A little bit of just very light accumulations over the northern central mountains and Island Park area. Overall, it'll be warmer today and particularly Saturday ahead of a bigger system that's coming Sunday into Monday. This will be a pretty impactful system. Very windy out ahead of it Saturday leading into Sunday and even overnight Sunday into Monday. The unique thing about this is it'll be warm ahead of the cold front, so as that cold front moves through, we'll have rain in our low elevations and even some snow that's in your mid elevations will fall on the warmer pavement, and it will, all that will melt and be wet, and then as you have the cold front go through, quickly freeze as the colder temperatures move in behind it. Also look to have a convergence event for our lower areas as well behind that cold front. Colder air dropping down, and likely we'll have some snow dropping in the Snake River Plain later. Here's our current satellite imagery. We have high pressure ridging over us. Here's our moisture moving up and over that high pressure ridging. You can see that ridging is going to break down and drop down slightly, allowing that moisture to bring some light snow across the upper central mountains and also the our eastern highlands or the Island Park area, and then we'll have this moisture move across us Sunday into Monday with a bigger system. We'll show you the impacts here. Just again, just some light snow for the eastern highlands and Sawtooth area, and then we'll become breezy with southerly winds for the Magic Valley and Snake River Plain and southern hills, and then we'll start to get some breezy conditions out ahead of that system in central mountain areas. And then you see as that system moves in later Sunday into Monday, the impacts that we're going to see widespread across the area. Highest snow amounts will likely be for the eastern highlands. We're looking 4 to 8 inches with locally higher amounts. I'll show you that here in a second. High temperatures today, again, near normal to a few degrees above normal, a little bit nicer than yesterday. And then here's our low temperatures for Saturday morning, below freezing like this morning, and then our high temperatures creep up. You see around 10 degrees above normal, and you'll see the wind gusts, so that southerly wind across the I-86 corridor, and then you can see our winds increasing in the central mountains as well. And then our low temperatures Sunday morning, some areas not making it above freezing, particularly with those downslope areas. And then Sunday you can see with the downslope areas into the 40s. That may actually even go to the mid or upper 40s, depending on the strength of that downslope winds, so the southerly winds. Again, this is all before the cold front moves through in the afternoon for our western areas, and then as it moves across Pocatello and our eastern areas, it'll be early evening. And this will be a very strong cold front with very cold temperatures behind it. You can see the winds on Sunday, the gust, as the snow does go, like Galena Pass and all our passes, we'll have blowing and drifting snow with those gusty winds. And here's a timeline for this system. You can see light snow starts Sunday, but it's Sunday night into Monday we have the heavier snow and then the flash freeze possibilities with that creating. And with the blowing drifting snow, you can see some road closures, particularly north of Idaho Falls, and then east of St. Anthony going toward Driggs. Some blowing drifting issues there. And then here's high confidence what we have so far. We're going to see some really cold temperatures, plummeting 20 degrees Sunday evening, and very breezy to moderate winds across the area. Pretty strong confidence in that. The low confidence is going to be kind of over that flash freeze. This is a kind of a timing, as far as that rain turning freezing as that cold temperature hits it, and then how much snowfall will continue. We have kind of a split system here. When generally we get split systems, we don't get as much snow as expected, so that could be a challenge as well. And I'll show you those snow amounts. Here's the wind chill. That's another concern. This is Sunday night. You can see particularly in the central mountains where that cold air hits first. We'll see the wind chill is problems in single digits across the Snake River Plain. Here's our wind gust Sunday night that leads to that. And then here's your, yeah, I've already mentioned that with that chart. Here's your snow amounts, and this is going to be one of those low confidence, but you can see the central mountains in that 3 to 5 inch range, and then here 4 to 8 inches for Island Park and the Eastern Highlands. The challenging part is going to be, most of this will probably be rain up to about Idaho Falls initially, and then as you have the cold air drop in behind, a chance of convergence, you may see that 1 to 3 inches, and the bench areas here will be in certain areas as well. They could, will likely get a couple inches, but they could see higher, up to 4 or 5 inches with this system. And some of these 4 to 8 inch areas could rise up to near a foot, particularly near Island Park. So that's some of the uncertainty there. And then our low temperatures Monday morning will be quite cold. You can see near 0 for Stanley, and in the single digits elsewhere. And then as you get into Monday, our temperatures are not going to get above freezing. So this will be quite cold. And then there's, this is also going to be a wind chill issue. You can see those gusts on Monday are quite high. Gusting, our mountain areas could see 40 to 50, and then gust of 30 elsewhere. And then there's your wind chills as a result in the single digits on some areas. In Stanley, even go in the teens below. And then there's Monday night, your wind chills continue. And then here's your low temperatures Tuesday, quite low, negative across central mountains and even portions of the Snake Plain. And then high temperatures Tuesday again, not getting above freezing. So this is a recap. Nice weather today, high pressure ridging overall, but that will break down slightly. A little bit of snow in the Island Park area, as well as the northern central mountains, but very little impacts. Warmer overall today, and particularly Saturday and Sunday, with that southerly winds out ahead of that system. But as we go into Sunday afternoon, the temperatures drop very quickly, 20 to 30 degrees, and there's going to be very windy, high certainty with that. And the snow amounts are uncertain, as this is a splitting system, but could be quite high for the eastern highlands across the Wyoming border. And then there's low certainty as far as a possible flash freeze, but that would make very difficult driving conditions with very little snow amounts. But then there's some uncertainty with the convergence event as well, but could see up to 3 inches, maybe even more, as that drops down. So that concludes the brief. If you have any questions, give us a call to this number. Thanks.